guys, how are you? My name is Loise Githiga. I am an immigration and refugee consultant based in Calgary, Alberta, and I head Milele Immigration Services Canada office. We have two offices, one in Calgary and the other one is in Nairobi at Marsabit Plaza on Gong Road. Now, what do we want to talk about today? I want you to see whether the course that you want to come study in Canada will help you get into a PGWP, and how will you even know whether that course qualifies. So we're going to get into details here so that you make the right choices before you start applying for schools. Okay, this is based on all the recent changes. I know there's a lot of confusion out there, so I hope this one is going to clarify something for you. So not all occupations listed in the occupations in demand in express entry will qualify under these new requirements for occupations in demand for studies. Okay, there is some difference. I know it's the same categories overall, but when it comes to study, they have become quite particular and they have listed, I think, 980 entries. Anyway, we shall see that shortly. So before you apply to come to Canada, ensure that the course you are coming to study will lead you to a postgraduate work permit. Otherwise, you'll be wasting a lot of your money and time. If your goal is to become a permanent resident, you want to make sure that you come here to take the right course that will lead you to PR. Of course, there are other requirements and other considerations to be met, like which province are you coming to, what is the immigration program you have in mind, post-graduation. We can always discuss all those. Kindly book a consultation on my website www.mileleimmigrationservices.ca, and I'll give you an informed professional opinion and I will guide you on that. Okay, my videos are for education purposes only. This is not legal advice, my friend. Anyway, which are these programs that will lead you to PGWP? All degrees, all masters, and all PhDs, they will qualify for PGWP. There is a narrative out there. People are saying, no, we can no longer come study in Canada, Loise. They have closed. My friend, they have not closed. You can always come do a degree program if you don't qualify for a master's. The other person came to me on a consultation and said, Loise, I hear now if you're not coming to do a master's program, you're not coming to Canada. Lies, lies, lies. Okay? Lies, people. You can come do a degree, a PhD, or a master's, regardless of what. The people who are studying any of those programs, they are not going to be affected by the field of study requirements. Okay, which means as long as you graduate, you will get a PGWP regardless of your occupation. I don't care whether you're coming to do music or art or beauty, whatever you want to do, you still get a postgraduate work permit. Okay. The other thing is your course must be at least of 8 months or over in length for you to qualify for a PGWP, and the same requirements apply. So if you do a 1-year program, you get 1 year postgraduate work permit. If you do a 2-year program or a 3-year program, then you get 3 years postgraduate work permit. With the exemption now, they have said if you do a 1-year master's, you would still qualify for a 3-year postgraduate work permit. Okay, my friend? Now, the other people, they will be affected by what we are calling field of studies. Okay? Make sure if you're coming to do something like a diploma, a college diploma, or a certificate, or a postgraduate diploma or certificate, not everybody will qualify for a postgraduate work permit unless you come study an occupation that meets the criteria, the new criteria. Okay? So make sure you fit in the eligible fields of studies. Okay, what does that mean? Which are these fields of studies? Currently, we have 980 titles to go through, and that is what they are calling the CIPS. Okay, and the CIPs, they fall in these categories of agriculture and agri-food. There is healthcare, there is transportation, there is trades, and there is STEM. That is science, technology, engineering, and math. Now, one misconception is simply because your course fits in any of those 5 categories does not mean that your course will qualify. I've seen so many courses listed, CIPs listed under healthcare, and I also know a lot of people who want to come do courses in healthcare that will not fit those CIPs. So what will Loise do? I'm going to put a link in the description part of this video with the CIP link, where you can always go and check your CIP code to make sure that you are taking a course that corresponds to a CIP code. This is like the NOC for occupations. Now this is for studies. All right, so make sure your course meets the CIP code. And when you browse, because it's a lot of work, when you browse, go all the way to the bottom and check the exemptions. Okay, check the exemptions or the exclusions, because something could be listed. Like I was seeing some courses under psychology, and then they'll go down there and say this part of psychology does not apply. So make sure that as much as it fits the general description of the CIP, make sure that you check the exclusions, okay? Of course, you need to use the CIP 2021 link, and that is what I'm going to append in the description part of this video. For more clarity on these study programs, on how to choose your CIPs, on how to check your CIPs, on how to select courses that correspond to these CIPs, please, my friend, I recommend that you book a study consultation session on my website, www.milala-immigration-services-canada, and I'm happy to meet with you one-on-one to discuss your immigration needs and even needs post studies in Canada, okay? And everything else in between that regards Canadian immigration. Of course, this is not legal advice. This video is for education purposes only. So don't take this as legal advice. Kindly subscribe to my videos, share and like, and I will see you in my next video. Bye now.